So today we are going to discuss about gerund and infinitives. So in this chapter we are going to talk about gerund and then infinitives. So there are definitions of gerund and infinitives. They both are forms of verbs that act like nouns. They are verbs but they act like nouns. They can follow adjectives and other verbs. Gerunds can also follow prepositions. So what is a gerund? A gerund, often known as an ing word, is a noun formed from a verb by adding ing. Not all words formed with ing are gerunds. So you have to use gerund very carefully. For example, I enjoy searching the internet. So searching here, that if you use I enjoy searching the internet, searching is used as a noun. Though search is a verb, but it is used as a noun because here in this sentence enjoy is working as a verb and searching means that you are doing, that doing something, that is you are searching on the internet. Searching is a noun. So searching is giving me the answer of what. Okay. Next is an infinitive. It is used with to plus the verb. For example, to enter the university is my dream. So to enter, though it is a verb, enter is a verb, but it will be used as a noun here, to enter. Now the question arises how to form gerund. For example, gerunds are I enjoy playing the guitar. Sarah is dreaming of becoming a teacher. My father has recently thought of traveling abroad. So it means gerund is formed by adding verb with ing forms gerund. So gerund is the ing form of the verb that acts as a noun. Now, how to form negative gerunds? For that, you need to use not plus gerund. For example, not speaking Hebrew well is my biggest problem in this country. So now do not get confused with the gerunds and other words. So there are some words that look like gerunds, however they are not. So now there are some examples from which you have to identify that which one are the gerunds. Like I enjoy reading books in the evening. The movie was really boring. We talked about moving to a new apartment. The family is planning to go to Iliad in the summer. So from these examples, reading, boring, moving and planning all are gerunds. So now next is how gerund can be used as a part of a sentence. So there are various ways in which gerund can be used as a part of a sentence. For example, all gerunds can be the subject of a sentence, like breathing is necessary. Driving a car requires good vision. Helping other people makes me feel good. Now gerund can be used as a direct object. For example, Daniel enjoys swimming more than spending time with his friends. So swimming and spending both are direct objects. A gerund can be used as an indirect object also. For example, Daniel gives swimming all of his energy and time. So swimming is an indirect object. Lastly, a gerund can be used as an object of preposition. For example, the police arrested him for speeding. So speeding is an object of preposition. So now which are the verbs that take only gerunds? So this is a list of verbs which take only gerunds, like admit, delay, imagine, practice. Please go through this list once. Now there are some examples to use these verbs. For example, stop shouting. Jim admitted robbing the bank. Do you enjoy playing tennis? She couldn't help laughing. So now there are verbs which are followed by a preposition and a gerund. So this is a list of the verbs which are followed by prepositions and a gerund. For example, admit to, approve of, apologize for, argue about, be accused of, blame for, count on, dream about, instead of, object to, refrain from, worry about. Please go through the list. So now gerund can also be used with preposition by, go and certain expressions. So now how it can be used with preposition by, that is, you can get good grades by working hard every day. With go, recreational activities like go camping, go dancing, go sightseeing, go swimming, etc. Now there are some expressions with which we can use gerund. For example, it is worth, it is no use or good, there no point in, it is useless, it is a waste of money or time. So now our next topic is how to form an infinitive. So there are some examples of the infinitives. For example, I want to eat lunch after class. I would like to visit Iliad in 2 weeks. The pupils have to present their projects tomorrow. So infinitives are formed with the help of to plus base form of the verb. Now there are some negative infinitives which can be formed by using not plus to plus base form of the verb. For example, he decided not to go to the party. So now how infinitive can be used as a part of a sentence. So now there are two different ways in which infinitive can be used as a part of a sentence. First of all, as a subject. For example, to study at the university is my dream. To serve in the army is my duty. Next, how it can be used as an object. For example, Dana wants to go abroad with her parents. My mother persuaded me to continue my education. So now there are some verbs which are followed by the infinitive. Here is the list. Please go through it once. So here is a list of verbs which can be followed by an object and an infinitive. For example, advise, choose, hire, motivate, invite, pay, like, promise, etc. So how it can be used? For example, everyone expected her to win. Some of these verbs are included in the list above and may be used without an object. So now there are some rules which need to remember. When more than one verb follows the verb above verbs, only the first verb needs to be used with to. For example, when I go to Iliad this summer, I hope to visit many interesting places, go swimming and surfing, and generally have an unforgettable time. Second, after the verbs like seem, appear and pretend, we can use to be plus verb ing or to have plus verb's third form. For example, she pretended to be reading. She seemed to have disappeared. So here are some rules which you need to remember. First of all, after certain verbs we can use either a gerund or an infinitive. These verbs are begin, continue, hate, not stand or bear, intend, like, love, remember, start, stop and try. For example, as soon as we left, the baby began to cry. As soon as we left, the baby began crying. So now there are some other verbs also which we can use either with the infinitive or object plus infinitive. These are want, ask, expect, help, mean or intend, would like or would prefer. For example, I want to be home early tonight. I wanted Gil to help me. I would like to drink a cup of coffee. I would like my friends to visit me. So some other rules are, after the following verbs, we can use either object plus infinitive or gerund. These verbs are allow, permit, advise and encourage. For example, they don't allow people to smoke in here. That is verb plus object plus infinitive. They don't allow smoking in here. Verb plus gerund. Next is after suggest we use a gerund or a that construction. For example, I suggest going there. I suggest that you go now. So how to use verb need? So need plus infinitive means it is necessary to. For example, the students need to do these exercises. Need plus gerund means need to be done. The car is broken, it needs fixing. Needn't plus base form is used as a model. For example, you needed hurry up, you don't have to hurry up. Now, how to use the base form? So we use the base form, the infinitive without to, after the verbs make or force, let or allow, and have or get. Note that make, let and have are followed by object plus base form, whereas force, allow and get are followed by object plus infinitive, to plus base form. For example, they let us go home early. They allowed us to go home early. The teacher made the students stay after classes. He forced them to clean the classroom.